Okay, I fiddled with some settings. Do you guys hear me? Test number one. Yay! Hopefully there's no echo. I knew this was going to be an issue. The whole reason why I'm like, yeah, I figure I'll go live today, is because I wanted to make a YouTube video recently, and with everything that's just been going wrong, I can't seem to get my audio to work on the YouTube profile. I have no idea what I did wrong. It just refuses to record audio. So, we're streaming today. How is everyone doing? It's good to see you guys. Hey Jay, hey Ame. Yeah, very promptly reinstalled the wind capture audio plugin. Um, I was literally about to hit go live, and then I looked at everything, and I'm like, it's not gonna hear anything, is it? So went and reinstalled that. I haven't changed anything else, so hopefully everything is still set up correctly. This time I did remember to change over my audio and visuals, so this time I hopefully am not playing for half an hour with it trying to figure out it's a different game. Oh, thanks, Jay. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. And May, you decided you better get out of bed. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, at the moment, my current schedule, despite all of my efforts to change it, I've been getting up at 1 p.m. every day at the moment. Ugh, like I try and have earlier nights, and I say to myself, right, I'm gonna get into bed, put something on to watch, and I'm gonna try and get an early night, and then I lay there staring at the ceiling for 3 hours. So I usually don't get to sleep until stupid o'clock anyway, and then I'm like, well, great, now I'm not getting up early because I've only had 4 hours sleep. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good weekend. Um, Mine's going okay, I suppose, as far as weekends go. Um, Had a great D&D session yesterday. Realized it was a year of us playing, which is insane. I mean, I've been having an absolute great time, but it's suddenly like, Jesus, the passage of time is just, ugh, like realizing that things are happening and time is going. It's just, it's been a great year of D&D, to be fair, though. So, I'm looking forward to what's more to come. No reason to get up early. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for like my parents getting up to go and walk the dog, but also their bodies naturally wake them up at like half five, 6 in the morning, and I just couldn't. I've tried it before, like having a set routine where I'm like, okay, I have to be up and out of bed, get out to work at 7 a.m. And the second I didn't have to do that anymore, my pattern just went, no, you're done. No more 7 a.m. You start waking up in the afternoon again. So it's quite clear that I'm a night owl. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to use that to my advantage rather than trying to force it. So glad you're all enjoying. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, it's been really good. Um, I mean, well, last session, we almost had two of our party die, so I'm glad they didn't die, but it was very close. Oh, I'm looking forward to next session though. We get to go and beat a bunch of demons and a demon lord, so that'll be good. Feel like I'm more productive after dark. Read something today saying that we must be descendants from the Night Watchers who protected the villagers after dark. Ooh, I like that theory. Yeah, we're the Night Watchmen. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'll take that. Something in genetics programs your eternal clock. Interesting. I did hear something like way back that sort of it was a suggestion to change like school times for teenage years, where it's something like the internal body clock naturally kicks into gear around 11 a.m., whereas for like younger kids it's a little earlier. And there was a suggestion to like shift the school hours a little bit later so that they were able to concentrate more. because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but getting into like school and uni for like a 3 hour 9 a.m. lecture was just not the vibe for me. I can't do anything productive before noon. Genuinely, like I feel most aware and able to do things from like 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. That's like when my brain just it just clicks and everything works. But yeah, so today I want to be a geek and nerd out over the update. So we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Go back to Canada and to Great Bear and go trudge around in the snow and look for the new things. It's the complete opposite for Jay. Can't function later in the day. I suppose if you're used to having like an earlier routine for so long as well, it probably helps to like, you like your body gets used to that. Like, I kind of wish I could be a morning person because society needs us to be a lot of the time, but I don't know. It sucks sometimes. Geeking is great. Yay. Well, that's good because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Um, I've been really excited for this update for the longest time. Um, I don't know how popular the Hinterland blog is, but for anyone who hasn't read it, the big update that came was called I think it was called Tales from the Far Territory, which was like okay, that's like a very big name. I'm super excited without even like hearing the content. Um, for anyone who doesn't want update spoilers, well, unfortunate for you because you're gonna get them today. Um, there was like a whole update to regions. There's like at least three, maybe four, depending if the hub is a separate one, like whole new regions. Um, so depending, we're gonna start a new save. I might do a random drop and see if we can go and walk to it. I don't really know how we're gonna get there. We're gonna explore that together. Um, but the other really big thing that I'm super excited for, and anyone who's a fan of this and other games, like you're gonna be in for a full day. We have photo mode. And I've seen photo mode in a lot of other games, and I've seen a lot of people really enjoying that. And I am by far not a professional photographer. I have no idea what kind of things we can see, but I do love a good screenshot. And in the long dark, there's so many beautiful things to see that sometimes I feel like we're just going to do photo mode streams. We're just going to go around and take a bunch of really good photos because we can. Oh, thank you, Jay. Yeah, I'm terrible at multitasking, so I didn't see that come on there. Oh, bless her. Well, I hope she's having a good D&D time. It's good to have you guys like photo streams. Well, awesome. I don't know if anybody has experience with photo mode. If anyone's able to give me some advice or something when we have a look at it. But this is basically going to be a complete new exploration for me. I've seen other people do it, but haven't really understood how it works. So we're going to figure it out. Hey, Rapid, how are you? It's good to see you. That little Pikachu is, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at that little guy. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this game is one of my favorite games, and there's like so many little things. Like, I might keep one of the little things under wraps until I see it, if I see it, because it's just going to be adorable. Um, I did not hear that. Interesting. Oh, so now, okay, so you're hearing alerts and I'm not. Okay, this is the inverse of what happened last time. I mean, I'm glad you guys can hear it, but now I'm curious why I can't. Hang on one second. Um, Sound alerts, monitor off. Let me try and monitor an output, and I'll do the same for alerts as well. Hopefully that works. If we have the same issue with game audio, I'll fix that as well. After everything broke on the other side and I removed the plugin, I have a feeling there's going to be some things that need some tweaking, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm glad you guys heard that. That's a step in the right direction, at least. On that note, then, we are going to pause Pretzel because basically hearing in the long dark is the most important thing. So we are going to load into the game and swap screens and see if you guys can hear that. Okay, so we're in, and if you can hear anything, it's very subtle at the moment, so I can adjust the volume when we're in properly. But this is what I wanted to show you: the Tales from the Far Territory trailer, the update video, all of this kind of stuff. I've assumed this is going to take me to a web page. No, it's going to take me to Steam. Interesting. Cool. I don't know how that looks, and I don't know how to get back. So, okay, there we go. Well, I wish I could show you that. I've no idea how that actually looked for you guys. That's interesting, but yes, we've got the dev diary, the community, subscribing for the newsletter. Hinterland do have some interesting things coming up. So if you are interested in this game, they are apparently working on a new game, and if it's anything like the quality of this one, I highly recommend you check them out. Okay, we're not going to do Tell Me More because I don't know how to make that work. Ooh. Forsaken Airfield available now. Okay, I'm super excited. Okay, I think for now, I'm just gonna go on normal mode on Voyager, just because I want to have a look, see what's new in the game without having to immediately avoid starvation and wolves. I want to have a look at the map. Okay, so this all kind of looks very much the same. Timberwolf Mountain, we've got Black Rock and Ash Canyon. Hushed River Valley, I don't know if I recognize that, but then again, I don't go on that part of the map very often, so I am curious how we get to the hub, but maybe we can figure it out. Let's have a look. Forsaken Airfield. I'm curious how we get there. Okay, I'm going to start up in Hushed River Valley. Just in case, because it says it connects to the mountain town. I'm curious if that goes the other way, and if not, then, well, I guess we'll be stranded, so it's fine. Yes, okay, now that all of that's sorted, we're in the game and everything. How are you, Rapid? How have you been? Extinction is the rule, survival is the exception. Not me Google mapping these names to see if any actually exist. I am super curious, because obviously a lot of this has its own sort of background, like, within the lore of the game. Like, if you're in story mode in Wintermute, you go through a journey through the map, and it shows you like some people that live there. There's the old town of Milton, which I won't go too deep into because I do want to do the story at some point, so I'll avoid spoilers. But it shows certain parts of the map, which I think where I am now is the other side of that big town. So I just try to sprint. That's great. I'm forgetting what I can and can't do in this game. I'm like trying to sprint up a hill. Like, that's fine. That works in other games. I'll just Skyrim, forgetting I can break my ankle in 2 seconds. So yeah, a lot of this at the moment is me just kind of figuring out where I am and how to get to the new area. I'm not very good at... Well, anyone who knows me knows I'm terrible at navigation. Like, I should not be allowed to be in control of figuring anything out. Hello. I think I might be able to show you, if this is who I think it is. This is one of the new updates. The Queen is here. We finally have does. In case anyone didn't see my last stream and doesn't know much about the game, there have only been stags so far in the game. The doe is new. Hello, sweet lady. Whoops. Well, I was hoping to get a closer look. That's unfortunate. But yeah, she's new to the game. I've been waiting for that for a long time because it seemed very weird to not have any female deer. But she's here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm probably not going to be playing this in a way that I would consider well right now, but I'm not exactly a pro gamer normally. I just want to look at all the new things. Stair Steps Lake. Interesting. I'm so excited.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
I'm sorry, Will. You're probably going to starve and freeze while I'm just nerding over the fun stuff. Okay. I'm curious how we get into photo mode. It would seem it's not in that section. I might have to Google some of this stuff because it doesn't seem obvious from the outset. Okay, pressing the numbers brings up the space wheel. Interesting. That was a weird noise. Was that you? Sounded like there's a cow behind me. Yes, I know I have hypothermia risk, but it's worth it to see this girl. Hey! Okay, cool. Helen! How are you, friend? I was just suddenly approaching with a matching stick. Yeah, that's probably a little threatening. Let's just put that away. But yeah, welcome in, Helen. You're here just in time to see one of the new additions to the game. We have female deer now, and she is beautiful. Yeah, that sound must be her. Your mare? Oh, well, as much as I would love it to be good, I know it's not always possible, so imagine I have an exclamation mark love and exclamation mark hug command, because I have not done that yet, but sending you all of the good vibes. Okay, I've scared off this doe too many times now. I should probably go and live my life. But yeah, I'm doing good, Helen. The remnants of that sickness are still kind of around, but definitely not so much that it's too much of an issue. It's mostly just a little bit of a crackly throat, so I might have to mute every now and then so I don't just cough in your guy's ear. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just exploring all the new stuff in the game. Ooh, there's smoke coming from up there. Okay, cool. Let's go that way. This is a part of the map that I don't think is new. Looking at it, it doesn't look like a new area, but it's new to me. I don't usually come out this way, so I have no idea what that smokestack is. Let's go find out. You're gonna can change over laundry, do some house things. No worries, Jay. Thank you for being here and for the lurk. We do have a lurk command if you are feeling spicy and want to use it. But yes, enjoy your lurk. It's good, always good to see you. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and figure out how to get up here. Can I climb this? Probably not. Ooh. Okay. I'll take some of this stuff. Take some coal. I'm hoping this isn't a bear cave, because that would be really bad. I think this is just the back of the cave. I don't think it goes any further. Let's go check out those clothes I just found. Trail boots are gonna be better in general. That one's definitely better. And that's all we have right now, so yay. We do have hypothermia risk. Hello! I didn't think I'd have to use that command so soon, but I'm glad I added it. For anyone who doesn't know, my headset, despite being expensive and supposedly top quality, it does this thing where it just suddenly just goes, no, I don't want to play the game today. I'm done. And it just cuts out. I can't hear anything. My mic doesn't work, and it gives like 20 seconds, and then it decides, okay, fine, sure, I'll come back. So that's why I've had to add that command, because it's been doing it more and more lately. It's really frustrating, but I'll try and pop that command as quickly as I can if I'm hearing and I know the issue's happening. That way you guys know it's not a you issue. It's absolutely just that my headset's crap. That did kind of throw me off though. I was about to be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go make sure my guy doesn't die, and then that happened. So I'm gonna go set up a fire in here if I can. Okay, good, I can. Because, yeah, we need to warm up. As much as I want to explore the map, I'd rather be able to explore and preferably not die in the process. So I'm going to just do a couple of little things, get some snow and whatnot if we can make the fire last long enough. I don't have a lot of stuff on me, but, you know, we'll do what we can. Yeah, add a piece of coal, that'll get the heat up. Yeah, let's make a little bit of water as well. Yeah, so I am curious. I didn't see anything on the map selection stage that was quite obviously like, go this way for the far territories, but I also haven't read anything explicitly saying in the blogs how to get to the new areas. I'm not sure if it's a case of just explore a bit and then there'll be something which will take you off and it's maybe a separate map system. That would be cool, but if that is the case, I wouldn't have the foggiest which part of this map to start to go and find it. So I'm just going to go and look at this area. I was saying earlier, like, this isn't a space I've been to very often, but it is like the top corner of the map, so maybe if we like follow the edge of the map, there might be something there. So we'll just go and have a look. It's going to be a bit boring for a second while I just figure out my life. We don't have a lot of stuff, but I can probably go and get some of this scrub, depending how long this takes. Must be a good little bit of firewood here. 18 minutes? Sure. Not sure why I can't do that with my bare hands, but, you know, do what we can.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Got a lot of sticks from that, though. That's nice. Just crouch down here. Get a little bit of water in my system. There we are, get a little bit extra on so we've got some spare. So, I have a question for you guys. I don't know who will get this show, because I don't know what channels it's available on, but does anybody here know the show called Alone? They basically take like 10 to 12 contestants, drop them within a certain area in, I think it's usually like Canada or like the coldest parts of North America, and they basically just have to survive, kind of like what we're doing in this game, where they get like a pack of certain amount of things they're allowed to take, like certain tools they're allowed. They get given a bunch of cameras, and they basically just have to survive, and whoever wins gets a cash prize. I just finished, I think it's season 8. I literally watched it right before I started stream today, and I was absolutely bawling, because like I had a favourite from the very start. I had a favourite that I really wanted to win. It's this guy called Biko, and he was an absolute sweetheart, like a metalhead. He's gone in there, wasn't allowed to take his septum jewellery for like safety reasons or something, so on day 1 he found this little bone and used it like like a bone kind of septum piercing thing, and the entire time he was just singing songs, and essentially he wanted the money so that his wife had 2 unborn twins on the way, and he was like, oh, the money would be great, and he was having a great time. And I wanted him to go really far, and I watched the final today, and sorry to spoiler alert if anybody does watch it, it's an older series, so hopefully it's not too much of a spoiler, but he didn't win, sadly. But the one who did win, when they told him, and they were like, did his weight and his vitals checks and whatnot, and they're like, so what's been the hardest bit about being out here? And he said about like missing his family and things, because it had just been Thanksgiving. And he's like, I think I could last another 10 days or so. And the guy was like, well, the good news is you don't have to. You're the last one standing. And he just bawled like, yay, I win and I can see my family. And I'm like, I'm such an emotional person just in general that I was like, okay, I'm I'm so happy for him that he gets to go home, that he's won this money. But like, it's one of those shows that's like, I love it for like watching them hunt, watching them make cabins, watching them survive, seeing how they do it all. But they always, every single person comes away with this new appreciation of things. Like, they're always like, this one rabbit saved my life, and I'm really appreciative for all of the land that's there and the time I had with my family, and it's so heartwarming constantly. Oh, no worries, me. It's super cold. Never understand when people leave challenges for family. They'll still be there. You stick it out to win. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think that was the thing. Like, this Biko really wanted to stay. The only reason he left is because he dropped like 30% of his body weight. I think it was like 90 pounds or something he lost. Also, I'm sorry I'm not really playing the game while I'm doing this, but I'm so excited about this show. Add fuel. Bucket. But yeah, he's like, as much as he wanted to go home to his family, he was like, he knew that the money would be really helpful, and the only reason he left was because he started having heart palpitations for like multiple days in a row, And he was just like, I don't think I'm going to die out here, but I don't want to run the risk because I don't know how much longer I can go before my body just shuts down. And it was such a shame. That was the reason he left, but also I would rather he left for his health. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, there was one guy who did leave because he was just trying to find a nice way of saying this. He had a daughter who was very young and did not survive a health thing, and it started getting on top of him and he had to leave to be with his family. So in that case, I understood it. But yeah, I know what you mean when some people are just like, you got all of this thing about it. Like, you can stick it out for 2 weeks. Like, they'll be there when you get back, as you say. You can change your family's life, yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Like, I watched a series before where it was for 1 million. And like watching them go through that, and some people that just dropped out so easily, and I'm like, I'm not a survivalist. I genuinely would not know how to survive in this actual circumstance. Like, if I was dropped out, I'd be fine, but I would at least want to, you know, stick it out. As much as I love my family and everything, like, if there's a chance to get like 500,000, I mean, love you guys, but I love money as well, so that would be really helpful. I'll see you when I get back, kind of thing. But yeah, everything I love about that show is the same thing I love about this game. The whole survival system, like, it kind of gave me some ideas for how to do this game, although, you know, within the limitations of the game, but things like making snow shelters outside and making sure you have a fire going. Things like looking for berries, making teas and whatnot. And I was watching the show like, oh, I know what rose hips are. Yeah, make a tea with it. There's really good antibacterial properties. And then it comes up like, rose hips have antibacterial properties. I'm like, yes, I learned things. 11 minutes still melted. I don't really know what I'm doing with my life right now because it is getting dark, but I'm gonna sit here for a second. Do I have a... I should have a bedroll, actually. Campcraft, bedroll. See if there's anywhere in here I can put it. There we go. That will give me a little bit of warmth bonus. In theory, I shouldn't need it. Let the fire going overnight, but I probably am just gonna like sleep through, even though I don't really need it. Right, let's actually get back to the game for a second to just go collect materials. Good bit of scrub brush out here, gonna give us plenty of sticks. I really hope that footstep sound was me. Okay, let's take some charcoal, go outside, and hopefully we have enough visibility that I can mark this on my map. There we go. Okay, so there's not a lot in this area, but there's a lot of lichen. I'll take all of that. Good for like antiseptic bandages, so
Can't feel my hands.
always worth taking this when you can. Also, it must be very cold out here because we're right next to that fire and we're already about to freeze. It's supposed to be the easier difficulty level game. What are you playing at? It's over here.
Cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
That's fine. We'll go back to your cave in a bit. Going into Lurk. Middle wants to build an axolotl. Ah, that sounds a lot of fun. So yeah, go enjoy that. Ooh. Sorry, making sure I don't break my ankle tripping over. Yeah, no, that sounds like that'll be a lot of fun. I hope that's a good bit of fun. Yeah, at some point I've been debating opening Minecraft again recently, and the amount of times I've thought if I do that, I know immediately what I want to do is open up all of your like tutorial videos and be like, I need to build a giant cow. Like, I need to live inside a cow. Which, out of context, sounds like a very weird sentence to say, but you know what I mean. She's your favorite child today. Amazing. Absolutely, mate. If I do, I'll either stream it and try and figure it out, or if I do it off stream, I will, like... Oh, actually, I might have to set the fire. Ooh. Sorry, I just realised how cold it was in here. Yeah, if I do it on, like, off stream, I'll take a screenshot once I'm done and send it to you and be like, thank you! 'Cause I do love watching those builds. Okay, I'm gonna have to start this fire and see how long I can make it last, because it's pretty fucking cold in here, I'm not gonna lie. Did not think this was gonna be a problem this early in a Voyager level game. Ooh, the wind's picking up out there. Also, I hope you guys can hear the game audio. I'm going to be upset if I've not set that correctly, so if you can't hear anything, do let me know and I'll fiddle with some more settings. I think it's okay, but because I have desktop audio muted and everything else unmuted, I'm hoping that the settings are there correctly. Also, this fire just does not want to start for me today. Come on, little fire.
Come on.
Really? Oh god, I've got no tinder left. Welp. I guess we're gonna go and look for some cattails or something. Great. Sky looks good at least. You can hear it fine. Oh, awesome. I get really nervous when I'm changing the settings because I swear when I try and record and I have the same settings on, all it does is double the audio. So my choice is no audio or the echo, which is not great, but apparently that works for Twitch, so that is, that's good. At least it's working on this side. Hello, lichen. Not what I need, but I will take it. Hello? There we are. Oh my god, where's the hitbox of this thing? There we go. Okay, we gotta go down here and try not to break everything. Okay, there we go. That was a bit of a drop, but we're good. Gonna go look for some cattails because we need the tinder. I can't believe that fire failed 3 times. It's supposed to be better percentage than that. Reclusive Falls. Ooh, I wonder if they've updated the textures of the waterfall. That looks so good. Okay, I've got frostbite risk. I shouldn't hang around here too much. Did they add areas behind the waterfall? Oh, hello. There's an ice cave.
Warm up my feet.
Ooh. This looks really cool, but also probably like I shouldn't be here. Wouldn't fare well trying to survive in the woods, especially during the winter. Yeah. Like, I've watched people on this show alone building shelters. And, like, I don't even know how you start to do that kind of thing. Oh god, this is... yeah, I don't want to be here right now. I'm gonna duck out of that. I'm gonna come back to that when I'm in a better position to come and look for this stuff, because that sounded fucking terrifying. I don't know if you heard that, but it's like, uh, well, are we good? It just like came out of that cave screaming, damn. But yeah, like, I watch these people being like, yeah, we need to get firewood and build the cabin. And I'd like to think I've watched enough that I would at least have a shot, but like, oh, I don't know, like, I wouldn't know what I could forage for food, especially when winter comes and it's like you have to stockpile a bunch of stuff early. I'd be like, no, no idea. Like, this one girl almost poisoned herself on the show because apparently, I think it's called cow parsnip. It's very similar to water hemlock. And water hemlock is very poisonous. The other one is edible. And they look basically the same, apparently. So essentially she made herself so sick that she had to sort of spend a couple of days just recovering. And I couldn't even imagine. Like, I would find something that I would be like, oh, I need to like hibernate, get all my food together, etc., and have all the right ideas, and then immediately just poison myself and die. If I didn't immediately freeze first anyway. Yeah, to be fair, I understood the screaming in the sense of that would be really fucking painful. Also, ooh, I don't know how I get out of here. Well, we could be dying down here, but it's fine, it's fine. We will be okay. Yeah, for sure, with the experience, yeah. Like, a lot of these people are trained hunters or, like, survivalist teachers and things, and I completely get that. Like, being Joe Normal and plonking me somewhere down like this, oh, I don't know. It wouldn't happen. I probably wouldn't survive the week, to be fair. Okay, I don't know how to get out of this area. I need to get back to my cave because I left my bedroll there. Yeah, wouldn't know how to start a fire. Like, in theory, I know that you've got to have, like...
lay down.
I mean, obviously this game has taught me that you need tinder and various things. I'm so sorry, I'm lost and I'm trying to figure myself out while talking. Yeah, like having like a couple of sticks at the bottom, but then having to have some kind of dry substance, something. But that's about as far as I know. Like, these people like using rocks and sticks. Like, if I don't have a fire starter, I should say. Yeah, I would just freeze to death in my sleep. I have made mistakes coming down here. I think I should say goodbye to my bedroll because I have no idea how to get out of this area. This is fine. I'm fine. Ugh. I hate being lost in real life. I'm lucky this is a game. This is me in real life. I would just essentially right by this waterfall. I would just curl into a ball and cry. Yeah, I don't know how people even find out how this stuff works. This is completely the wrong way, but we're gonna just move. Can I climb this? Can I get out of this awful, awful area, please? Oh god, he struggled with that. Yeah, this has not been a successful start. I was really hoping I could look around a little bit more, but I did not plan well, and I have no idea where we are.
I've never been so
Do I have...
hungry in my life.
Okay, it's too low. Open the map. The map has no idea where I am. I can't set... That's the thing, you can't set waypoints in this game either. You can do like spray paint markers and be like, yeah, go this way, but yeah, without that. I'm closer to that smokestack though, which is what I wanted to find, so we're just gonna kind of wander around in the dark, I guess, and hope we can figure out how to get there. I feel like that's the wrong way. That's me hiking up that hill. Wait. What? Oh. How did they get behind me? Did I really walk that far? Oh, that is the edge of a cliff. As I read that comment, hope we don't fall off a cliff. This is a very big fall. I will die if I jump off of there. Let's just back away slowly. Jesus. Oh, man. This game has a way of just absolutely ruining my anxiety. Okay, I'm hoping this is a ledge. We're gonna... Uh-oh. Can I get back up here? I think I just slid down. Uh-oh. Well, this is precarious. Yep, this is the side of a mountain. Let's just try and go up this way. There we go. I'm gonna hug the rock. That's probably safer. That was very close. I should not be allowed to wander around in the dark, but I want to know what this smokestack is, and I have no idea where I just left my bedroll, so today is all about exploration. We're not necessarily going to be surviving very well. I just wanted to see all the new stuff, and the smoke may not be new, but it's technically new to me, so I am completely fine with going this way. Just... okay, I was hoping to get a bit further, but I'm gonna have to try and light a fire somewhere. Oh, it's too windy. Okay, great.
My
Cool,
energy
we're just
is
gonna freeze to death then.
disappearing.
Where's the flashlight when you need it? Yeah. This was definitely not a spot to start unless you know really what you're doing. I only came this way because I didn't really know the area very well and was hoping that I could be like, yeah, maybe this goes to the new section. I think I'm wrong. And I also think I might be at a dead end. So this is great, this is fine. Okay, I'm just gonna abandon this and say this is not working because we're gonna be wandering around in the dark for just way too long otherwise. So we're gonna go back into survival mode, but I want to see. We got journals under extras. I'm trying to see how we get to the Forsaken airfield, or at very least the hub. If that's, I don't remember if the airfield is the hub or if that's a separate part of the map. Load is just the game. Okay, I don't think custom is what we want. So let's go back into Voyageur. Let's have another look at the map here. So Desolation Point is kind of an end of the map area. I don't think that goes anywhere. Ash Canyon? I don't really know that area at all, so kind of know Timberwolf a little bit. I've never really made it to the very top of the mountain, so I haven't explored the canyon or Blackrock that much. If anywhere, I feel like maybe the Broken Railroad is the place to go. I feel like maybe out of the end of the train, maybe the move. So I'm gonna go to Mystery Lake, just so I can start collecting some things. Let's be the woman this time, why not? Let's go be Astrid. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a look down. If I go through Mystery Lake, I can pick some things up along the way. Full-on Muskeg has some good things, but it's also kind of treacherous, so you want to have some... Oh, it started me in the camp office. I mean, don't mind if I do, to be fair. It is the middle of the night, though, so the fact that I started a new game to not be wandering around in the dark, we're going to be wandering in the dark. Hopefully, though, there's a lantern in here. That would be nice. So I'm going to have a very quick look with my matches. See if I can't find anything. Lantern, lantern. Where is a lantern? I think the answer to that is there is not one here, because I think if there was one, we would see it by now. Oh!
I think I can use
hello! This. Okay, well, that is exactly what I needed, so... Yay! There we go. Right, now that we have visuals, we can actually enjoy ourselves a bit more. It's a way better place to start. Yeah, it really is. Like, Mystery Lake is kind of like, if you're just picking up this game for the first time, go to Mystery Lake. Honestly, like, the camp office here has... Honestly, like, there's so much good loot towards the start of the game on easier levels especially. Like, I'm just gonna go around and pick up a bunch of stuff now. It's a jerry can with a bunch of fuel in it. That is exactly what we need. And yeah, just outside of the cabin where you've got all of the fishing huts, there's a lot of stuff to get from there. On easier difficulties as well, you can usually find fishing line very early, and it's so easy to go down to a cabin, fish for a little while, you'll have some food, and you're set kind of for a little while. Take some charcoal from there as well. So yeah, anyone starting, I absolutely would say go to Mystery Lake on an easier level. Get used to kind of like the mechanics of the game before you start looking into the survival part, because there are so many things like, I mean, obviously now I'm just picking a bunch of stuff up and just searching, but knowing about crafting and certain things, it's so much easier to do when you're not worried about, well, death, I guess. Probably don't need this many cans, but we're gonna take them anyway. Right, let's head upstairs. No dead guy today. Ooh, this looks different. I wonder if they've changed this a bit. I don't remember this table being there. If it was there before, my bad for missing that. Survival book. Not bad. Right, let's hope we get some clothing. That would be nice. And of course, I say that and there is nothing. Cooking pot I will take though. Some crates. Ketchup chips. A note left behind. Ooh. Actually, hang on. Let me turn the lamp off, because while I read it, we'll be using that. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have come off of that. I thought I could read that in here, honestly. Welp. I swear there was an area in here you could read things. Um, huh. Oh, okay, thank you for that. I thought I'd actually picked it up. Um, okay, well, it's fine. I'll just do it this way. So, Beansy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed goofy kids. That's a phrase. We fished and played with swords made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, those little cabins at the far end, where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book, and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back. Always. Ah, that's cute. Yeah, I like that. Like a little bit of backstory about the cabins. I definitely have too much spray paint, but it's fine. I'm just excited to actually have a good bit of stuff, I guess. Actually have a good amount of lootables at this stage is nice. Okay. See, did I miss anything in here? Got all of those. Everything underneath seems to have been gotten. Ooh, piece of wood. I will take that. Okay, so I'm going to turn the light off just for a second because I want to see what kind of crafting I can do without using up any of my fuel. Okay, so we can make fishing tackle, which I do want to do. You have to be really careful looking for those on the workbenches because they'll hide on you. Tinder plugs from stacks of papers. That's probably the better one to use because they are heavy. Okay, so our poor gal doesn't have anything really on her right now. Hand wraps or head wrap? I don't think either of these are considered the best in the game for sure. Like, once you start getting hides, like rabbit skin, wolf skin stuff, the rabbit skin mitts, I have to read you this description because it's just so funny. Handcrafted mitts. They may make you feel clumsy, but they're very warm, kind of like wearing a rabbit on your hands. I don't know why, it's one of my funniest descriptions of an item. Like, literally just like you've shoved your hand down the mouth of a rabbit and you're walking around like, cool, there we are, warmth. It's kind of gross, but also, you know, at that point, if you're going to harvest a bunny, you use all of it. It's just so funny. The hat is just says it's made from rabbit fur. That one's not as fun, but okay, right. Inventory management. We have 2 bedrolls at 69%. Nice. Sorry, I'm immature. I don't think we're gonna make any clothing yet. We still got more to search, so let me turn the light back on. Can I make anything at the workbench yet? No, okay. Well, it sounds kind of nasty outside. Oh. That is not as bad as I was expecting. It sounded like it was howling out here. It's very cold though. Okay, I'm not going to venture too far because I don't want to get lost in the dark again, but we're going to go just... Ooh. military grade MRE is not something you can get on the hardest difficulty. I think, if I remember correctly, that's 2,500 calories. And in this game, calories are everything, so that is very, very nice to find, especially as a newer player. If you can find one of those around, you will not have an issue with food going forwards. Okay, I don't think I heard footprints. I'm just going to go down here and try and get some cattails, just so we can start a fire inside. Look, easy, easy calories, and you can use I think it's you eat the stalk and you use the heads for tinder, so it's just easy. Waste a little bit of our time and energy. Moon looking all pretty over there. Right, let's head back. Yeah, the looking pale thing was always an interesting choice to me. Like, given the way everything else in this game looks, to then have this be the character that they draw it's an interesting choice, I'll give them that. Like, it's not terrible, I don't hate it, but it's just kind of funny, the contrast between this and then you look around the world and it just all looks so beautiful, and then the character is just kind of plonked in. Let's take this cloth. More spray paint. It's useful to have, but it's also very heavy, so we're not going to take that right now. Turning off the lamp just so I can break some things down. Okay, right, what clothes do we have right now?
Jesus, it's cold.
Okay, I know. Yeah, the fleece mittens are, I think, other than the ones you can craft from, like the rabbit skin, I don't know how good they are in comparison, but these are basically the best gloves you can get, I think, at this point, so that's not too bad. Can't repair in the dark. I don't have a sewing kit though, so that would use my fishing line, which, you know, it's nice to be able to have that. Like, if you don't have a sewing kit and you really need to fix your clothes, you can use the fishing line, but I would rather use it for food. Start a fire. We are pretty cold. Okay, right,
Oh,
turn
yeah.
off the lamp.
That's a good
Don't
one.
need that right now. Add the piece of wood. 42 minutes is fine. We don't have any sticks or anything, but, you know, it'll be fine. I don't know why I picked up so many cats. I don't need that many. Time to cook 30 minutes. It's about all we have time for with what we have. The books I want to keep for starting fires because they are quite heavy. They don't do a lot of time or heat output for how big they are, so they're good for starting fires with if you have them. So I'm gonna keep them for now. Oh, until melted. Oh, okay, I am actually gonna. Nope, don't click on the bed. Don't click on the bed. Thank you. I am actually gonna have to get more stuff sorted. 15 minutes for each of these. Yeah, I'm gonna break these down because I'm gonna run out of fire before the snow is actually boiled. That's the one thing I do know that this game taught me is you can't just melt the snow, you have to boil it for it to be safe. There's another crate here somewhere. Can I find it in the dark? There it is. Did I just let my fire go out? Am I an idiot? I am. I thought I had 40 minutes. That should have lasted longer than that. Whoops. Well, I guess I'm using a book. I didn't mean to do that right now.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
I also definitely just spilled my drink all over myself. I was like, yeah, I'll just take a little sip of my drink while I wait, and it's all over me. Ah, oh well. Add fuel. Um, we'll add the wood. I was hoping I'd get more, but honestly, it'll do. So let's see, we're gonna need a drink. Food is fine for now. We'll see the temperature we want to be up. It's up just enough right now. I'm hoping we can sleep long enough. I don't really need to sleep, but I'm hoping we can for long enough for at least the sun to come up. That way we can start walking around and finding some bits and pieces. 10 minutes on that. The pillow, I can't break that up, I don't think. Yeah, I need a knife for that. See, is anything sneaky under the bed you're hiding from me? What's it? The way I just ducked in real life to look under that bed. Does anyone else do that? Like you're watching a film or something and the character's peering around the corner and you start leaning to try and look further around. Like, of course it's not going to work, but I'm sure we've all done it at some point. God, I love this game. It's so pretty. I feel like at some point I want to try and make some of these builds in The Sims. Like, I'm sure other simmers have said this as well when you, like, if you're builders and you've seen something and it's just like, yeah, okay, that's a build that I could do. Like, I look at this and I'm like, obviously the ceiling we can't do because it's The Sims and you have to have either empty or white ceilings, which is boo. But like, the hanging chandelier, I don't think we have a deer head in the game, but we could improvise, I'm sure. Just, there's lots of fun things. Every time I see a build in this game, I'm just like, I want to make it. Outdoor retreat, yeah, that pack would be perfect for this game. Like all of these log cabins. We have bunk beds now, so we could go for some like bunk cots, I guess. I don't have the werewolf pack, but if I did, there'd some lot of like rundown, well, literally walls. But also like the walls and stuff. Is this a thing? No, okay. I thought I could pick that up for a second, but no, the game denied me. 40 minutes. Do I have time? We'll do another part of that. 15 till melted, hopefully 15 till cooked. That'll be fine. Yeah, I really want to build this Did I say build the game? I guess technically yes, but also just build the lots in this game. So yeah, the curtain, I will take that. Cloth is nice to have. Doesn't weigh very much, and it's kind of vital for fixing clothes. So, and for fixing the bedroll as well, actually. 3 minutes, 12 minutes, not bad. We'll take this water and go to sleep, I think. Hopefully we wake up and it's actually daylight. That would be nice. Okay, take that. Pick up the pot so I don't forget that. Wait, turn off the lamp first. Okay, so we've got plenty of calories. That's not a problem. We can... Yeah, let's sleep for 8 hours. We don't need that much, and it should wake us up beforehand. Well, well, well. Do I spy a life in chat? I would love a cuppa. Make one and send it to me all the way from the Netherlands. How are you live? Also, that was my character's stomach, not mine, just to confirm. Yeah, it's still gonna be dark outside, but it's better, so... Okay, I'm gonna break down this chair just to have some wood. We don't really have a lot, so I will take what I can get. You're not dead in D&D? Actually wasn't hit at all. Well, that's unlike you, but also I'm very happy for you. Rolled a lot of natural ones. Oof. Yeah, when the dice are just not having it, and it's just like, that's the time you wish you were a halfling, you know? Get that luck and be able to re-roll them all. I do like, so I'm just going to pause for a second because I'm not good at talking and playing, and my thought train is stumbling a little, but yeah, when you get like, I don't think I've ever rolled a natural one. Luckily, I'm like, at this point, I'll probably just jinxed myself, and next session I'll do it, but I always like when DMs use that as like, if you roll a nat one, it's like, say you're like shooting a bow, and that one, the arrow maybe goes sideways and like stabs your friend in the knee and they take the damage. It's funny every now and then, hopefully not all the time, but like it's funny when the flavor of adding in like it doesn't just like skew off into the distance and you never see it again. Like it's just funny including it in games sometimes. But yeah, sucks that your dice were against you today. But I'm glad that you didn't die and extra glad that you're here. Okay, right, I am going to go and see what it looks like outside. Break this down first, and then refill the lantern and go explore. Where is the lantern? There you are. Actions, refuel. You discussed it, but the current DM was not so into it, or had to discuss it with the other DMs. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things like if you know what you're getting into, then it's fine, but when it just gets sprung on you that you roll a 1 and then you shoot your friend in the eye, yeah, that's unfortunate. Ooh. I'm gonna do that with my bare hands. It's very cold, but... Oh, okay. We're just above freezing. The sun will be coming up soon. Got plenty of fuel, so I'm gonna keep this light on for you guys. See a little better. There's a lot of crows, but I can't tell where they are in the dark. Did I die? I haven't died yet, but I was very close to it. This is technically the second game of the day, only because it was the middle of the night and I was in a part of the map I didn't know, and I wanted to go and try and find the new area. We were stuck at the top of a mountain and I almost yeeted myself off of a cliff in the middle of the night because I couldn't see where I was going. So I made the decision to just start a new save, go somewhere that I know, because pretty much with the new update, this is the thing I was saying earlier on that you wouldn't have heard, but they had new regions brought in, but when I started a new game on the map section, I didn't see any of the new areas, so I'm not sure if you have to explore to find how to get to the airfield or something. I feel like maybe you have to go and find the transition zone. Um, okay, are we back? This damn headset, I swear. That's not a thing, the commands. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know if that's a mix it up thing I need to set up or if it's a stream elements, but if it would be useful, we'll talk about it off stream and I'll figure out setting that up. But yes, thank you for waiting through the silence while my headset freaked out. Um, what I think I was saying before was about the transition zones. Um, I am going to, when we have some light, I started in Mystery Lake. I'm going to go through the full-on Muskeg, all the way through the Broken Railroad, and see if that maybe leads to a new transition zone. Because previously you get to the end of that zone and it just kind of stopped, I think. But I remember seeing in the teaser trailer that there was a railroad in the transition. So I'm kind of hoping if we go that way, we might be able to find the new area. Photo mode, I don't know how to access. I don't know if that's been released with this part of the update or if it's maybe a later update, but if anyone knows how to get into that and can let me know, then perfect. But otherwise, I'll have a look after stream and we'll check it out next time. Starting a new save is no death, yes. So technically I haven't died today, which is good. I know last time we died about 6 times, maybe. Right, let's go back into the game. Do I spy a Tassie? How are you, friend? Going to Google, thank you, life. I remember them saying photo mode was a thing they were adding, but I don't remember if they said that if they was releasing at the same time. I had a look in the settings and couldn't see it. If there's like a new command somewhere, like maybe there's a hotkey for it, but I have not looked that deeply into it yet. So actually, I might not need my light on anymore. But yeah, we're good. Let's put that away. You're knitting a Christmas stocking and regretting your choices. That sounds amazing. Sorry, I heard ice cracking. It always makes me nervous. Have you ever made a Christmas stocking before, Tazzy? I'm making my first pair of socks at the moment. Like, literally, have never made them before. I'm on sock number 2 at the moment, and so far it looks better than the first one, so I guess I'm improving. It's your 4th the same family, unfortunately I'm Jewish. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, how are they going? No, you're doing it in like traditional like red and green colors and stuff. I'm curious. I always curious about craft projects. And it larger than average sock. Yeah. Yeah, I've no idea if there's like specific instructions for something that makes a stocking. Like maybe you have to line it. I'm not sure, but I'd be very interested to see if you're willing to share pictures. I'll be very curious to see how they're going. Also, in case anyone's wondering, I'm gonna go and try and check out if there's... I can't tell if that cabin... I think the third one's still standing. I'm just trying to get some things together so we can go and... essentially, I just want to be able to survive when we get to the Muskeg, because that area is a bitch. So... First was a decade ago. Wow. Yay! Jay is back. Hey, friend. Ooh, okay. Photo mode. Interestingly, this is given a bit of an in-universe twist. Ooh. Oh, yeah, they mentioned darkroom stuff, yeah. Like needing darkroom chemicals to process the film. I really liked that addition. I forgot that was a thing, but I'm glad you reminded me of that because I had completely forgotten. I wonder if you have to find a camera in-game then. Curious. I'll have to keep my eye out. I feel like if in Mystery Lake, if there was a camera anywhere, it would probably be around here. This is kind of like, I mean, I was going to say prime real estate. That wasn't really the wording I wanted, but...
This'll come in handy.
Ooh, arrows. Can't use it yet, but always nice to have. Big ass trunk. Ooh. Hello. Decent military coat. And a parka. Ooh, damn. Alright, hang on. Let me have a look at those. They've all got names on them. They're not typical names. So not gonna share stockings. Fair enough, yeah. Every single one has had major issues.
Damn, I'm freezing.
And you asked for photos of the insides to see I dealt with the floats from the names. Also with medical tape, really? Sharpie, do not remove this tape. That's amazing. I feel like it's not patched in yet, otherwise you'd find something. Yeah, it must be coming later then. I mean, I literally bought this like the day that it came out. I was sitting there like, I think I was in the chat with you live actually, and being like, it releases in half an hour. I was sitting there like waiting for the moment I could press the buy button on the DLC. I think they said if anybody is interested in the new stuff, by the way, I think they said that they will release more content at certain intervals. And when they release new content, the price will go up a little bit to reflect the amount that's in there. So if you buy it at the beginning at the cheapest, you should get the patches without having to spend any more money. So if you are interested and you would like to look at the DLC and look at what's coming and it interests you, I would definitely recommend getting it sooner than later if it is something that you like, because as I say, the price will be going up. But yeah, photo mode, I'll have to have a look for it because I'm very curious how they're going to do it in this game. You're aware that I was waiting for it. Yeah, I was hovering over that button. Oh yeah, I was going to look at the clothing. I'm not distracted at all. I'm a pro at this game. Ooh. These are fucking nice. I'm just going to say that right now. This has got extra water resistance. Wind is about the same, temperature's the same. So this would probably be better to have on the outside because of the waterproof protection. That would be probably really uncomfortable to wear them both, but you would be hella warm. Yeah, warmth bonus just from having those. Let's just have a look again. Take them off. Windproof bonus +1, warmth bonus +2, and just by wearing those, it goes up to +8 and +4. And 16% protection isn't great, but it's damn near better than 0, I'll tell you that much. Sprint is whatever. I don't use sprint that often, except for when it's blizzards and I just need to get the fuck out. So those were nice finds, honestly. I am glad that I came here. Search a trash can like a tramp. Broken arrow, take it. Oh, okay, I can't break that. Let's see. Anything? I see you hiding on the energy bar. More gloves. Take the papers.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Oh, you're fine. Chill out. I'm gonna eat the sardines because the worse they get, the more likely I'm gonna get food poisoning, so we will use that now. More stacks of papers. Nothing in that crate. Okay, cool. Moving on then. Ah, look at this beautiful day outside. Gosh, I cannot wait for when photo mode does become available. There will be literal streams of me just doing that.
I'm so cold, I'm Warming up a bit.
God, I hate that cracking sound. I know that this lake is completely fine. You cannot fall through this lake. In the muskeg you can, which is why we're gonna try and get some things, because if you fall in, it's like instant hypothermia, and if that happens, I'm gonna need some firewood, basically. I need a photo mode command. I need to, like, I feel terrible that I'm not in Dragon streams as often as I want to be, but I definitely need to look up some of her photo mode streams and sort of watch how she does it, because, like, Dragon's a pro. Ooh, a dead guy.
Huh. What have we
I'm gonna
here?
take your jerky. But yeah, like, I've never done photo mode in a game. I've pretty much just taken screenshots and hoped for the best. What kind of jerky? Stale. The stale kind.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Ooh, fishing line. Come on, more clothing. Trail boots. Alright. We are getting a little heavy. Once I have a drink, we'll be under again. But I am a hoarder. So I may every now and then need to be reminded to drop some things. Okay, they are the exact same boots I already have. Stacy's grape soda. Stacy? I think they named that soda after somebody, like there was a person called Stacy who was either like a streamer playing the game or was like a main backer for the game. So they named that after her, and I think that's really cute. Can't carry much more. I know. I'm a terrible person. I like things. Right, let's put my light away. From a dead guy. I hope it was jerky before he died.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Ew. God, the voice lines, sometimes they surprise me. Let me check. Well, it's 56% quality, so I like to think it's in a packet and I didn't just strip it straight from him, because that would be bad. What I am gonna do though is, because that's gonna go bad soon and I need some liquids, we're just gonna drink that. They're very heavy, so that will help our weight get down, and top it off with some water. Argentina got the World Cup. Ooh, go Argentina. Pretty much when the World Cup comes around, I usually never cheer for my own country. I don't know, maybe I should. I'm not usually that bothered. Generally, I go for Japan because I have a friend who lives out there and I'm just like, yay, she supports their team, so go. But yeah, from what I know, Argentina's a good team, so fair enough on them. All the way to penalties. Loot Goblins unite. For sure. I mean, I can't help it. I like things. But yeah, I'm so bad. Especially when I'm actually playing on a lower difficulty like I am now. You find so much more stuff. And when you're playing on higher difficulties, you have to just take everything you can find. So when I do that on a lower difficulty, literally my pockets are overflowing with like maple syrup and fucking 10 different types of coat, and I'm like, I don't need this much stuff, but I can't help it.
It's goddamn freezing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and read this quick because we're about to freeze to death out here. But no, outside this cabin, there's nothing left. The matches got wet and I'm down to a couple of tins of peaches and a can of pop. I don't know what to do. I want to go, but where do I go? Those wolves. Those wolves. Everywhere, scratching at the door, pouring at the windows, waiting, waiting. A dull knife, a rock, a length of rope. It's like one of those jokes you hear about, where three guys walk into a bar and the bartender says, hey, you can't bring rope in here. Something about afraid not. Something like that. Let's take that note with us. Yeah, clearly it was in the middle of a season when people were out here when the geomagnetic event hit. That's probably the dead guy outside. That might have been his note, to be fair. There is a story about like somebody, there's a note somewhere about remembering to take the flag down at the cabin where we just were. And the flag's not down because it got to a point where the event hit and clearly they just survived and they never took that down. So that note is probably from somebody who was just staying here and hoping for the best. But yeah, that wolf, the wolf, the lake, the lake has a lot of wolves on it, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got by one. Also, yeah, enjoy your lurk, Jay, and thank you, Life, for doing that in the background. I appreciate it. Do not take any more paper. I do not need more paper.
I wonder if I can
I will
drop any
take
of this
spray
gear.
paint though. Not that I need that either, but oh, just a pillow. Okay. More papers, which are too heavy. I don't need them. We'll take some peaches though. Who loves orange soda? Mad loves orange soda. Ooh. I will take matches and a scarf. Thank you very much. Okay, scarf goes around your head, so pop that on. Pretty sure we didn't get anything else. Those are in worse condition. The driving gloves are kind of shit. The only reason they're better than these right now is because these are like terrible condition, but I don't yet have a sewing kit. That would be nice if we could find one of those. Hopefully there's one in a cabin somewhere, like an ice cabin. Or, well, fishing hut is more what I meant to say. The wind is picking up a bit, so I'm going to have to be kind of careful. Check under the bed, just creeping around. Ooh, lots of peaches, and the wind is definitely picking up
All I
outside.
can think about is food.
Do not need that many books, but I can't help it. Okay, I will leave those though, because I have way more than I need. Purification tablets are not bad. Who puts this stick in the bin? Okay, sure. Should not question it.
The owner's around.
Nice tasty chocolate. Let's go see how bad it is. Oh! It's pretty freaking bad! Well... I guess we're staying inside for a bit. If I try and move in that, I will get lost, so... Let's just do some crafting and stuff, I guess, then. You know what? I do have a book to study, so... Let's, organize by durability. I'm gonna eat a couple of these nasty-ass chocolate bars and do some studying, I think. Get that energy bar in me. Whereabouts do I find that again? Here it is, survive the outdoors. I'm gonna try for 2 hours and see if the storm dies down. The storm has not died down. Great. Still got a good amount of calories though, so I guess we'll go again. Okay, good. Sounds like it's calmed down a little,
Eat
so
anything right now.
let's grab a drink. Speaking of grabbing a drink, if you need to hydrate, go and do that. I'm going to do the same thing. Hopefully this time I don't spit it down myself. 1 second. Okay, good. This time we did not spill juice everywhere. I don't think there's anything else worth taking right now, so... Wonderful. Much better. My girl's getting a little tired, but trust me, this is nothing in comparison to how it can be, so yawn all you want, but we are not sleeping yet. We got things to do. I do have a fishing line, so I think before we go anywhere, I do want to try and get an hour or two of fishing in. There it is. I knew there was another cabin around here and I wanted to go check it. I don't see a lot of creatures out, which is interesting. I know in the update they changed a lot of the spawn locations and like animal behavior was slightly different, so where this lake used to be covered in wolves, it seems that the update has actually moved them on, so that'll be fun, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Like, the not knowing where we're going to find something is, you know, it's exciting. We could die, but we can die at any moment, so, you know, mortality. Anything behind this chair? I love to hide things on you. Search another trunk.
I'll take it.
More trail boots. I'm gonna have to break some of this stuff down. Nothing under the bed. I will take that cloth though, thank you. Accelerant is nice to have. Ooh. Yeah, it's starting to pick up again a little, so I'm gonna try and quickly do this ice fishing hut. I keep trying to call it an ice cabin, and that is not what it's called. I do not recommend running across a frozen lake in real life unless the conditions are like actually safe. Like, don't go doing anything stupid. Just be safe, people. Luckily, this is a game, and I know that this lake is fine. We'll take a charcoal. I probably should have been doing my map this whole time, but whatever. Let's have a look in the cupboards.
I think I can use this.
Cloth, a flare, ooh, and a scarf. The scarf is probably better than the baseball cap we're wearing, so let's have a quick look. Can we swap that over? Oh, that's much better. I don't know if it actually makes a difference. Let's put that one on the outside. There we are, that's not bad. +9, +4.
I'm starving.
You know what? I can make it to the next cabin from here. I really can't run that fast at the moment, but that's because I'm a heavy bastard, unfortunately. I have too many things in my pockets. Huh. Okay. The weather just immediately stopped being nasty, so that's a win. You can see how slowly I'm going though. This is without sprint. girl is breathing hard. To be fair, I would be as well. I've had this much stuff on me and it was this cold outside. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even have left the cabin. I don't even leave my house now. If I was in this situation, I would not be going outside unless I absolutely had to. Rifle ammunition. Interesting. Dog food. I will take it.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ooh, climbing socks. Those are nice. Nothing else I can really wear right now. Lots of mittens and stuff, so we've got a lot of things to break up. I'll do that in the, like, back at the main cabin, though. Where do I need to go from here? Probably this way. Oh, well. Okay, well. I didn't realise that I had gone down that far. I can only carry 17, and I'm carrying 40, so... better fix that. I'll eat a little bit of this and then cancel. There's something that you can do, is stop halfway, and that way I can save some of it for later, but it takes a little bit of the weight down, it gets us some calories, so that's not bad. I am going to start ripping up some of these gloves though. It's the boots that are the biggest problem, but it's going to take me way too long to do that out here. 10 minutes to harvest, let's do it. Okay, it's not perfect, but at least we can sprint again.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Well, immediately I can't sprint. Fantastic. It's because I'm exhausted, which, to be fair, I would be too at this point, but I can't do anything until we get back to the main cabin. I want to get back up there and do everything in a safe spot. I know there's a good bed up there, so... I'm sorry for the really awkward, like, crawling across this lake I'm gonna do, but this is as fast as I can go right now. So I am curious if anybody here would, like, actually enjoy being out surviving in this environment, because in the game, I love it. I love the idea of surviving and, like, living off of the land, scavenge... Okay, the wolves are out. I don't know where they are, but I heard them, so I'm going to be careful. But yeah, scavenging around, trying to just find what you find and trying to survive. In theory, I like the idea of. In practice, I know that I would hate every single moment of it. I'm too ingrained in the way I live now of just comfortable house, always having the things that I need available to me. Like, I've been in situations where, like, I've had only enough money to live and not so much the luxury side, but even then, having enough money to live is considered luxury in comparison to what you have to do in these situations. But I'm just curious if there's anyone that, like, would be like, this is ideal, just, like, give us a cabin in the middle of nowhere and survive off the land. I don't think I could be a hunter. I like fishing in real life, and I could probably do that, and that would be like my main food source, but I was saying, like we were talking earlier on about the foraging, like, I would be too scared to start picking berries off of a bush and hope that it's not gonna, like, be poisonous. Oh, thank God. Okay, we have a sewing kit. The wolves just baying in the distance. Okay, nothing around there. Let's have a look in the cupboards. You like the comfort too much? Yeah, I think that'll be the thing. It's like the complete, like, I don't know if culture shock is the right word to use, but like going from like the life you know, just like having like a house and proper clothing, proper food, and then just getting dropped in this environment. I know on Alone they call it drop shock, where it's like suddenly you are completely alone, and if you don't start getting things sorted, it will go very bad very quickly. And I completely understand, like, obviously it's nothing I've ever experienced, but just watching it, I can imagine, like, going from the situation I'm in right now, literally I have, like, my computer, and I'm sitting here playing a game, just suddenly just not having anything. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I'm gonna be honest with that, like, in this game, I mean, I'm bad enough in this game, honestly. I'm not good at keeping my heat up, maintaining my calorie store. I'm always carrying too much stuff on me. Should probably be checking behind me, actually, making sure there's nothing creeping. Those wolves are going mad out there. Oh, we're almost there. I should have probably brewed up some of that coffee while I had a fire going, because that would have given me the energy I needed to get across this lake, but it's fine. Once we get up there, we should have plenty of stuff to throw in the fire. We'll be able to get some water going, make some coffee, fix some clothing up, which is probably what I want to do most. God, I wish I could sprint right now. There's something kind of peaceful about this environment, and like the sound design in the game is perfect for it, but it was this game that taught me that Blizzard sounds are surprisingly comforting. It's like become one of my sleep sounds now when I'm struggling to go to sleep. I'll put on a soundtrack of like a Blizzard, like a log cabin in a blizzard kind of thing. It's that kind of soft, almost white noise without the harsh edge to the sound of it. It's just really comforting. Obviously, it wouldn't be comfortable if you were in it, but take what you can get. Come on, get up this hill. Okay, good. I was just checking I wasn't crouching, because I always forget you look really short in this game. Like, this grass looks like it comes up to my waist, but it's really not that bad. Keep running up that hill. This fucking great big hill. Almost there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get a fire going. I know I'm exhausted and I'll be losing condition from that, but I'll get a bunch of it back once I go to
Come on,
sleep.
little fire.
Oh, let's try that again.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I would do the same, to be fair. I would talk to my fire and be like, come on, please, just work. There we go. Add fuel. I'll chuck the reclaimed wood in there for now. Just get us a little bit of heat. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to chuck the pot down and just get some water. I don't need to cook any food just yet. We're just going to chuck a bunch of that water on though. That's going to be important. Let's just chuck all the wood in. Right, let's check out our clothing then. These two are in really good condition. I don't need to sort those yet. The scarves are good enough that I'll do those last. The gloves are going to be really important though, so... let's see, 30 minutes for a repair. Let's see. Oh, all the way up to 100, damn. Alright, there we go, yeah. +5 on both. Water resistance. Nice. We'll do up the climbing socks as well. 45 minutes. Let me just... 22 melted. An hour 58, perfect. Repair those. Up to 95%. Wonderful. So having all this gear up is going to be really fucking important, so I'm happy to do this. Like, although we're tired and, like, we're still wearing, well, carrying a bunch of stuff, it's honestly, at this point, it's worth doing this kind of thing. Let's go into the clothing category. Thermal underwear. I don't know if you can get any other kind of this in the game, so I'm just going to repair the base ones we have. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's drink a bit of it, put the rest of it away.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I know. You know, I don't usually like to do this, but I am going to add one book just for a little bit extra time. How long is it going to do this? 30 minutes? Nope, not a problem. I'll leave us enough time to hopefully take a torch upstairs with us. Okay, cool. Hey, dead guy. Right, so let's just check. 500 calories. If I'm going to sleep fully through the night, I'm probably going to want some more in me, but while I have a bit more time, I'm going to tear up a couple of things. Like, 10 minutes for the hat, it's really going to make no difference, but it'll get the weight down and give us some more cloth. Driving gloves, they're really not...
I love horses.
I could eat a horse. That's saying a lot considering I love horses. Oh, I'm mistaken. I just realised there's fleece mittens and there's actually wool mittens, I think, is the other one. The wool mittens are the better ones. These are fine for now, though. I am going to tear up these driving gloves because they're really not that great. And it will give us leather so we can fix the boots up, which is going to be nice. 10 minutes for each of these. That'll be fine, and then we'll go to sleep. Clicking all the wrong buttons. That's where I want to go. I'm going to save that. I'm going to smash open this can, just because I think dog food is the one which has the highest chance of giving you food poisoning, and that's before it goes bad. So 25% like in the quality, it's about as low as I want it to go. So that should be, if I can find the bed, there we are. I don't want to sleep for 12 hours, it's probably too much. So we'll go for 10. That'll give us a full night's sleep, get us some of our condition back. Probably should have had a drink before we went to sleep, but it'll be fine. Or just about enough. Okay, I'll drink a soda because they're heavy in this game, like in the difficulty. I'm not too fussed. Usually I would save those because they're calories as well, but Honestly, on the difficulty we're on, that is perfectly fine. We are still kind of tired. We have some time before the sun comes up, so I may sleep for another... You know, I'll go for 3 hours. If they need it, they'll sleep. If not, they'll wake up, so that'll be plenty. And then I'm going to try and get onto the muskeg. We're going to start running. Fully rested. Calories are fine. If we get bad while we're out and about, we'll do that. Right, let's see what I can drop. Let's go weight first. Okay, I do not need 2 bedrolls. We'll leave one here. Shoes. It'll take an hour and a half to break that down, but they're really damn heavy, so I'm gonna do it. And the other pair I'm just gonna leave here. I don't need 2 antiseptics and they're too heavy. I don't need 4 spraying cans. Spraying cans? I can speak. To be honest, I'll only want 1 with me. I don't need that many. Tinder plugs. The survival book. We'll finish the last hour of that at some point when we're traveling, and then we can use that for fuel, so I don't mind that being there. I will drop a couple of these books, though. There we are, 32. That's fine. Because we'll use up some of the stuff while we go. Now the question is, which direction do I have to go at the train line to get to the muskeg? I think I know. But if I'm wrong, then we'll find out the hard way. Let's go. See you later, cabin. Actually, let me try and get a nice little screenshot. Is it a skill book? Yeah, there's a few different types in the game. So you've got like Wilderness Kitchen for cooking, the Frozen Anglers for ice fishing, and there's a couple for like bow hunting, for using guns. Survive the Outdoors. Oh my god, I thought that was a wolf. It's fine, it's a deer. Survive the Outdoors, I think is fire starting skill. So hopefully we'll fail a bit less often. Okay, I'm hoping that this is the right direction. I know one end gets out of the hydro dam, so if I do go the wrong way, at least there's a lot of good loot. But it is going to be a shame if I've gone the wrong way, because I want to try and test the theory that the railroad leads to the new area. I could just look it up and be like, right, how do I get there? But what's the fun in that? But I can just play the game. And there's a dead thing over there. Sorry, that was a little out of the blue. But yeah, we're gonna just explore, see if I can find it, and if I don't find it in the stream today, I will just look up where to find it. So next time I play this game, I'll know where to go. Ooh, this guy has a knife.
Use this.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, combat boots. After I just got rid of a bunch of weight, I just picked up a 2 kilogram, I can use words, pair of boots, which are very, very good boots, don't get me wrong, but damn, these are fucking heavy. But yeah, so with the skill book, you study each book for 5 hours, and then when you finish it, it just becomes like a normal book, and you can use it in a fire. Which you can use them in a fire anyway, but it's generally best if you can to get the skills out of it before you do that. Obviously, if you're in a pinch, then use what you have, but I only have 1 hour left of that to study, so I will do that at some point when I have a bit of a safe moment to. And then we can use it on the fire. That's just a rock. For some reason I thought that was a dead thing. Beautiful clear skies today, though. There's an outpost up there, but it's kind of a pain to get to. And because I'm trying to get to the muskeg, I'm going to sprint a little. Because I'm trying to get up to the muskeg and the railroad, they're quite long zones, so I'm just going to go. There's another dead thing over here. Gotta be careful, because this used to be a prime spawn for wolves, but since they changed everything, I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna find them. Hey, buddy. How long is it gonna take me to do this? An hour. What's this? Oh, that's new. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna chuck a fire down, because it's not too cold out here, but if the weather changes, that's gonna kind of be bad. But, yeah, I'm gonna take what I can get from this guy. Well, it's not too bad out here. If you drop the hide in the gut, it has to be inside a building. So I might just quickly run back and leave that at the cabin. But you leave it on the ground and it cures, and then after then you can use the gut for either snares or fishing line, and then obviously the hide you can use to make clothes and stuff out of. They do take a while though, so given that we're so close to the cabin, just chuck my torch in there, why not? One of these does a lot of duration, not much heat, and the other one does a lot of heat and not a lot of time. Okay, good, I did it the right way around. That one gives me an hour. So an hour and 31. We get all of this stuff. The wind just changed. Don't blow out my fire. Okay, good. We do have 2 scent markers. I'm going to take the torch just to give us a little heat boost. And then I'm going to quickly run these back to the cabin. I know I said I want to make forward progress, but to be honest, it's going to be quite good to get this stuff done, just for future-proofing. Run your happy ass, Astrid. Speaking of Astrid, my sim, Astrid, I do want to get an episode out soon. I'm going to try and fix the audio, and once I can do that, then I'll get an episode going. If there's anything that you guys want to see, like any kind of fun things you want us to do, let me know. I'm always open for suggestions, for ideas for things. Should I take some sticks? Sure. Kind of a shame, because I wanted to record an episode the other day and then I just could not get it to record audio without a massive echo. Would you rather see an episode with an echoey audio? Or would you rather that I just wait a little bit longer and fix it first? I'm happy to do either. Because if the echo isn't that bad, it just kind of is there, then maybe it's worth just getting another episode out. But if it's kind of really distracting, why can't I throw this torch away? Okay, sorry. But yeah, I don't mind getting an episode out sooner, with a little bit of an echo in the audio. If I can't fix it, I'm going to have another play with, now that I've got the plug-in back, I'll try again. But if you'd rather just I wait a little longer and get it all fixed properly and have proper audio, then we'll do it that way. I'll try and figure it out. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm already kind of missing the series. I want to play again soon, so I'm going to spend the next couple of days trying to figure that out. Almost there. Oh, I think it was just the flapping of the flag. I could have sworn I heard feet behind me. Luckily, there's no bears. I mean, there is a bear in the area, but I did not see him. Right, now, where is this area? Oh, that meat is terrible. I'm gonna have to cook that. Right, there it is. Drop the gut. Drop the fresh hide. Why am I carrying scrap metal? Put that down. So that says like 1% cured. That will just cure on its own by leaving it here, but it'll take enough time that by the time I go out to the full-on muskeg, all the way through the broken railroad, by that point, when I get to the end, obviously I'll know if that's a transition zone. If it's not, we'll come all the way back here and this will be probably done by then. But, you know, if it is, it'll be nice to have this around. Take a bit of charcoal, just because I can. And I'm going to cook that meat because it will regain a little bit of durability from being cooked, and it's already pretty nasty. Would not recommend eating already
Come
partly
on, little
rotten
fire.
meat. Definitely not advisable in real life, but in this game, you take what you can get.
Perfect.
No, don't light your torch. Okay, hang on. I need to put this thing away because he keeps trying to light it. Sorry, I thought I was playing the other guy. Add fuel. Just chuck that in there. Rancid venison. That's disgusting. Look at that thing. That is foul. Yes, I did just take a screenshot of the disgusting meat. I'm just gonna try and get a couple of screenshots because I do upload these Twitch VODs. They only stay on my channel for 3 days, so I download them immediately and I put them onto my VOD channel. But it does mean I need screenshots for them occasionally. I don't know if I've added that. I feel like maybe exclamation mark VODs, that might be a thing. Let me see if that is. Did I add that? No, I did not. Cool, great. That's a thing for me to do later then. That is good to know. Also, I just minimized the wrong thing and I just lost OBS. 1 second. There we are. I know what I'm doing. Okay, 14 minutes. I'll cook the other one up as well, so this will be plenty of fire. Can I make anything at the workbench? No. I still have that broken arrow, and I'm not sure what I can do with it. Okay. Can only harvest. But that will give me an arrowhead, and I do have an arrow shaft without an arrowhead on it. So I actually might be able to make one. Oh, it takes an hour and a half? Damn, okay. That is good though, it's good to know. I might actually, because I don't have a bow, I'm gonna leave the arrow stuff in there.
I would
Leave all
drink
the...
almost anything about now.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that stuff in there. 30 minutes until burn. Jesus, look at this thing. God, if it wasn't vegetarian before. 57 minutes, that'll be just enough. How much water do I have? 1.37. Oh, that's probably fine. Should probably make some of this coffee, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna fix up this as well, just because we have a little time. I was hoping we could just go, but this meat is so rank that I needed it cooked. 20 minutes, okay. Oh, I can make another fishing tackle. Okay. Sure. Oh, and of course the weather just changed. God damn it. Alright. Well, depending on how bad it is when we go outside there, we may not be leaving yet. It sounds pretty bad. Wow. Okay. I don't think it's very safe that we go outside right now, so... Cool. At this rate, the amount of times we get stuck inside when I actually want to be out doing stuff, we're gonna have to be careful about bloody cabin fever. I suppose a good thing though. We'll get some calories, do a little bit of water. Maybe I'll put some more water on because we're gonna use a lot of this now. 0.7. Yeah, I'll do the last hour of research on this book. Yeah, fire starting skill, that was what I thought it was. Research 1 hour. This will get our skill to almost leveling up. We'll need to start more fires in general to get it to the next level, but it will definitely be helpful. Still raging outside. What's going on? Life is, I was going to start moving on to the next zone, and the weather changed. Glorious day in Canada. Anybody want to build a snowman? Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I can't get outside. Yeah. So we're gonna try and wait out the storm. Hopefully... Oh, it's gonna be dark soon as well. God damn it. Looks like we're not going today. We might have to stay here for a whole other night. Which is not what I wanted to do. But you gotta do what you have to sometimes. Okay, tinder plugs. I won't use my sticks. Let's get rid of this newsprint. Oh, I think we're just going to be tearing things up at this point. That's all we can really do. Astrid will be the snowman if she stays outside. For sure. Like, no doubt about it. Like, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure it's like 3 arrows down in coldness. Okay, 2 arrows, but we're also in kind of cover, so... Yeah, if I even attempted to go anywhere in this, I would immediately get lost. Like, you can kind of follow the tracks in this zone, but it's just... It is not worth it. Okay, right, what can we do? I can try and fix those boots up, actually. Let me check the combat boots. So, +8, +7. It's not as good with water. It's better at protection. They're a lot heavier, though, is the problem. Your window decided to stop working. Yeah, what Helen says, do you mean like a house window? Or do you mean like an Internet Explorer browser? Internet Explorer? Who fucking uses that anymore? You know what I mean? Like a program window? You know, I kind of want to fix up these boots and just see if like the other protection's worth it. I mean, we're going to be here for a while, so... Oh my god, Tazzy. Yeah. Oh my god. My mum uses Edge at the moment, but only because hers is a Microsoft computer, but I think if she had the chance to use Chrome, she probably wouldn't, but I'm like... Oh... God, Internet Explorer. I'm glad in some cases that things have changed and moved on. The stream window, look like stream stopped working. Oof. Hopefully that's not that I want you to have a problem, but hopefully that's not a stream problem in general. If there is an issue, let me know and I'll see what I can do, but hopefully it's not too bad. Korea entirely relies on Explorer, really? Is that just in general just something that everybody prefers to use in there? 82%. Let's check these out. They kind of are better. You know, I'm gonna repair them all the way. Use up the last of our leather. We are gonna be here all... Oh, it failed. Cool, great. Government and banking sites require it. Interesting. I'm curious. I didn't realize that so many systems would actually rely on a specific type of, like, browser. Okay, I'm gonna leave those other boots upstairs. Clearly we're gonna be here for a while, so let's just fix up everything else. Oh, I'll try anyway. Okay, it's too dark. Great, cool. This is fine. Oh yeah, Tazzy, it sounds it. Yeah, I don't imagine that Internet Explorer is very good against... I mean, especially being such an old system, like security-wise. So having to have all the other extra things as well, like that can't be great. Trying to see if there's anything else at all we can do. Let's turn the light off so I'm not wasting fuel. Okay, so that book is done, so we'll use that for fuel next time. The rose hips will cook up into some tea. Maybe that's what we should do. We should go cook up some coffee and things. Where is my, there it is, my stove. Take charcoal again. Always remember to take charcoal. Oh, I can use a torch for that. That is good to know. Let's just use the survival book. Start a fire, let's go. Yeah, I do everything on Google Chrome now. Like, at one point I was using Firefox, but I was just having so many issues with that. On my phone I use Ecosia, but only because it was saying, oh, every time you do a search you plant a tree, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, that sounds good. It says, when I first got here in 2015, buying things online meant physically walking to the ATM to transfer money to the account number for a specific purpose. Come back to the computer. Damn. Wow, yeah. Yeah, it's good that they've got that now. I can imagine that being an absolute pain every time you have to use that and go all the way and do that. Yeah. I mean, this is again me being sort of privileged in what I have access to. Being very grateful for what I have access to, that being able to do everything online now is just an absolute savior. Okay, finally they actually got the fire going this time. Jack and adventure sticks. Let's go. This American is exhausting. One-click pay. Yeah. Yeah, like I use PayPal for everything. And being able to just go in and be like, yep, PayPal. Just quickly log in. Boom, done. Sorted. I'm not going to do too much water while I'm doing this. I don't want to use up all of my resources. I'll use just enough. Whoops. There we are. I want to use the other side. Where is my coffee? I might have to put one of these down first. There it is, yep. So we'll do the rose hips first, because that'll be nice. Anti-inflammatory and natural painkiller. So That would be good if, say, like I sprain my ankle, I can drink that, and I think all the different types of tea are automatically like 150 calories, so as just rose hips, it does nothing, but you chuck it in some water and you have a cup of drink that just, it never goes off and it's instant calories, which is, you know, on the harder difficulties, if you can get hold of that and keep some, perfect. I do need to eat something though, because my girl is kind of starving. Ugh, I don't really want to eat this, but we'll eat some of it and leave some behind. There we are. 15 minutes until melted, 3 minutes until that's cooked. Let me refill my lantern. If I have enough, then I might turn it on, just so you guys aren't in the dark constantly. Eh, that's not too bad. I can afford to have it on for a while. There you go, you can actually see what I'm making now. And then let's cook up some coffee. That'll give us a nice energy boost if we need it. Like in the muskeg on the railroad, that might end up being really important. Hey wolves. Oh, I can break up the pillows and stuff now. Extra cloth. Now that I've got a knife, you have to have the knife for the pillows, so it's a good little use of time. Like, why can't I... Oh, I don't have enough water left. Whoops. Okay. Let's see, we can make more bandages, but I think we're good on that. We don't need any more tinder plugs. As I keep closing down the menu by mistake, I keep meaning to just click on the other tabs. Bandages, 4. That's fine, we can make them easily. What is that? Oh, it's lights. How have I never noticed that before? Interesting. There's a little fish guy up on the wall there too, just hanging out, doing his little fishy business. Okay, adding some more sticks then, I guess. I was hoping I'd have enough time to get some of this done, but it's like really pushing it to the wire if I want to make more coffee. Cup of coffee right now sounds good, actually. I didn't have one this morning. I'm just like, although it's decaf, I had to stop drinking caffeinated coffee because it was just, I don't know, it was just giving me weird chest pains. So I've had to swap to decaf now, but something, like if I have one every single morning, my chest starts hurting again. So no coffee today. Said I had a chai latte, and I mean it was pretty good. Not my best, but it's fine. But I don't know. Coffee's just good, man. I drink the really shitty instant stuff from Aldi's, so it's like not good coffee, but it's good coffee, if that makes sense. Like it's terrible quality, but it's good. I am a cheapskate, so you know, it does me. We won't cook the coffee in the big one, why not? We'll just do it in the little 12 minutes. 30 minutes on the stove. Actually, can I get another cup in there? Okay. That's fine, we'll do both of those. Cup of coffee right now would keep Helen up all night long. Is that like a caffeine reaction sort of thing for you? Because, I don't know, I never really had reactions to caffeine in terms of like A lot of people say with things like coffee and caffeinated things, it kind of either makes them really hyper or gives them a lot of energy. And I don't know why. I've never really had that reaction to like sugary things. It's just kind of never, I don't know, boosted me like that. Like, I will have a sugary cup of tea immediately before I go to bed, and it will be completely fine. I could probably have coffee right before I went to bed as well, and it wouldn't be an issue. It's very weird. Oh, that one's not done yet. There we go. Now, take my things. I'll leave the fire going. Uh, 309. Yeah, we can probably eat something before we go to sleep. Right, let's just finish the MRE. It gives us 650 calories. Bed's over here. Okay, 10 hours is just a little over, so we'll sleep for 9. We'll see how we feel. Ah, nice little bit of peace and quiet while we sleep. You have survived 2 days, 12 hours, and 52 minutes. Do you guys hear
I'm
that?
starving.
There's another fucking blizzard. Okay, great. Cool, cool, cool. You had Coke last night and coffee very early in the morning and got sleepy at 5 a.m. on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Wow, yeah. Really affects you then. Yeah, I know for some people it can be quite like that. Kind of interesting. Like, I always felt like I would be that way, and the fact that it isn't, it's almost like it's strange trying to understand what it's like, because like sometimes I am like I would love to have a cup of coffee or like a sugary fizzy drink when I'm not like when I'm feeling really tired and have it help, and it just does nothing for me.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Oh, you're not dying. You're fine. I do need more water though. See, what's in the worst quality? Probably the jerky. Should we go see how bad it is? Yep, it's pretty freaking terrible. Every time I want to go and do something. Oh, the long dark. You do make me feel things. How did I miss a frickin' whetstone?
This'll come in handy.
Hello? Did somebody sneak in and put that there? Because I swear I checked that corner. That's kind of important. I'm glad that I saw that. Jesus. Almost missed that. Did you see that, buddy? Bet you knew that was in there. Is there anything that I can do to like, waste time in here? Trail boots? I could break up the boots, I guess, but... I'm just trying to make the use of my time. I guess just break up some paper or something. We are still a little tired, so I can probably sleep for another hour or two and hope the storm goes away, but... we are gonna get fucking cabin fever if we're not careful, though. Still rough outside. One more hour. Oh, I can't get another hour. Damn it.
I could eat a
Aha.
horse.
I guess we'll just break down some things. I really want to get outside. That would be great. There's another guy in there. So many of these antler heads. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else in here. Be really upset if I miss something quite important. It's just paint cans and food tins that are only decorative. Nothing on this shelf. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this now. seeing as we are waiting, this is going to take an hour and a half. Hopefully the storm will be gone.
I need something to eat.
Or not. God, please. The thing is, I would just go, because I know the way, but I do not have enough firewood stuff that I'm going to freeze so quickly, and it's going to be way too windy. Like, the only place I'm going to be able to make a fire on the way there is at the completely other end of Mystery Lake. Like, there's nowhere else I can go in the meantime, so I'm just going to break down the chair. Ooh. It actually might have stopped.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, good, 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 good. Okay. Right. I'm gonna eat this energy bar just so she's not starving and losing condition on the way. But we're gonna go. If I don't go now, we're not leaving. And I want to try and get... I might not get all the way to the Broken Railroad today because I have been streaming for a little while now. But I at least want to try and get to the Muskeg. You know, if I can get to the end of this zone, get partway through the next,
Starving.
I can stop at the train car. I've got to remember. I think it was this way. I can't run too much though because there's not really many places to sleep. There's no real structures. So if I exhaust myself, I'm gonna be having some difficulty. But anyway, now that we're on the road and we have some time to chat, what's everyone's plans for your week? Anyone got anything good happening? I think for me, I don't really have too much, honestly. I've got quite a nice simple week. Obviously with Christmas coming up, there's a lot of things that we kind of have to make sure we've done early, like getting various bits of shopping done and any ordering. Like we have postal strikes as well right now, so that's perfect. Like trying to send anything this time of year is already bad, but it's kind of tough at the moment. But I think for my week, I'm just gonna chill and wait for Christmas to come. We're gonna have quite a quiet one this year, I think. Just doing a very simple dinner. Pretty much just gonna wait out the end of the year. It's been kind of a tough year for us, so I think just getting through this Christmas is gonna be important. Just not really doing much in the way to celebrate, like in the way we would usually do, just being together and not getting eaten by wolves. Cool, that's fantastic. I'm gonna hold my flare. Christmas and New Year's, yeah, they're both. I found them kind of interesting, actually, the way it lined up this year. With them both being on weekends. It's kind of both a nice thing and not a great thing, because it's like, it's nice that you don't have to miss anything out on the week. But also, it's nice to have the extra day, like days off for things. Two weeks business as usual. Yeah, it'd be nice if you were able to get the break. Yeah, sorry, the wolf is around here somewhere and I didn't see where he went, so I'm just making sure he doesn't come for my ass. Shh, I'm not here. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, what you growling for? Get out of my face. I probably didn't need to do that flare, but I do kind of want to make sure that if I need to run, I can. The flare should stop him from attacking. Probably real life as well as in-game. Not advisable to run. If a wolf is stalking you, it will come for you. I'm just trying to get to this train car. But yeah, so nice easy week for me, I think. I've got therapy on Wednesday. That'll be alright, I guess. Chat to my work and health program contact on Tuesday. Nice and easy day, but we're going to start getting into some proper looking into voluntary work I can do. Because for anyone who doesn't know, I have been out of work for over 3 years now.
I'm gonna need to eat
And
soon.
it's definitely time for me to get back into the workplace. So that's kind of what we're working on, but we're doing it over a long period of time. It's been really, really helpful. So next week we might have a chat about some volunteer work I can look into. Korea doesn't believe in days off. They're really not. Like, if it was like during a weekday for you then, Tazzy, would you normally get that then? Oh, sorry, I probably should have read your message before I asked that question, but the following weekdays are a public holiday, otherwise they're not. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's good then, I suppose, that it is a weekend this week then, so you don't have to work on Christmas. This guy's gonna follow me all the way down the tracks, aren't they? Yeah, we've got a long way to go. This is probably the awkward moment where I find out I have gone the wrong way, and this is the dam. Because that looks like the bridge before the dam. This is not what I was expecting to see, but it's fine, I guess. We'll... Yeah, I think I've gone the wrong way. I know my north from my south. Would definitely immediately get lost and die in the real world. I can't even remember which way bloody sun rises and sets. Does it come up in the east or does it set in the east? Who fucking knows at this point? That is the hydro dam. Cool. Well, I guess we're gonna loot and scoot and probably stop here, and next time we might get to the muskeg. Only the 25th itself. The 24th and 26th will be regular days. Some schools close for set winter break. Also a more flexible vacation schedule. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, what would be the kind of normal holidays for you that you would have then, Tazzy? Like, outside of Christmas? Like, I'm gonna just claim complete ignorance here. I don't really know holidays. Yeah. Yeah, like Jewish holidays. Like, I kind of know some names of things, but I'm so terrible for knowing whenever anything happens. I'm sorry, this wolf guy is behind me. But yeah, like, I'm just gonna completely unafraid just say that, like, I genuinely, like, I have a bad enough memory for everything. Like, I don't even know when the fuck Easter ever happens. And I'm like, always try and remember when I learn it. I try and keep it in my brain, but I'm so bad at actually learning things. Oh, cool, cool. So are there any of those like the same kind of time of year sort of thing? Easter's a movable festival. Yeah. It's always tough to remember when the fuck any of that ever happens. Like, usually most of the major breaks I only used to remember because it's like that's when schools break up. So I know if there's lots of kids around, it's probably a public holiday. I'm not going to take that scrap metal. That's too heavy and useless for me. Oh, I should probably turn off Steam popping up with who comes online. I don't know how to do that, but I will figure that out for next time if necessary. Anything in the shelves? Rosh. Also, I'm about to say this out loud, but if I start saying anything wrong, please let me know and correct me. So Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are fall, September, October, and Purim, I'm guessing. March-ish, and Passover's April. Oh, interesting. Cool, cool, yeah. Trying to figure out how to open a section of your Intro to Judaism class to your stream of friends. Yeah, I mean, I always... Oh, poor. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, yeah, I'll try and remember that. I'm like, I always like to try and learn things and retain the information, and I always feel terrible when I can never remember. I genuinely just... I blame my brain, but I do need to just be better in general. So... For sure, absolutely always call me out on it if I say something wrong or, like, forget stuff. I always appreciate a reminder, because I never mean to be, like, I don't know. I can barely even remember what else is going on, and I'm like, I'm not religious. I don't really usually follow holidays myself. So I'm like, I know when Christmas is, and I know when Halloween is, and that's kind of all that really matters to me usually. I don't tend to celebrate anything. Wow, I'm actually miserable, aren't I? I should probably celebrate more things. Christianity is a complete mystery to you. Yeah, I mean, technically I am christened, but I think my dad only did that for us so that we could get married in a church if we wanted to. I think that was literally the only reason. Like, I don't know that I've ever been to church outside of that for anything other than, for want of a better term, events. Like weddings and shit. Oh, I do have a crowbar.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
So, his body is the bread. He rose from the grave. Is that because of the yeast, or... Yeah, like turning water into wine? Don't you... Like, did he add grapes to the water? Did he actually, like, do the process? Or... You know, I don't know. Wool long johns. I will take them. Ah. Right, let's have a look what else is in here then. More jerky. This time from a box, not from a dead man. Tins of food. I will take them. I'm going to eat a couple of these things. Just because it's heavy and... Oh, God. Oh, well, oh, actually... I can open things now without smashing it open, because I have a knife now. Which is nice. Which means I don't lose anything. You can lose up to, like, 50% or more of an item when you smash it. It just yeets onto the floor. Which is, you know, not great. Oh, I do not have a lot of water left. That's not good. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of daylight. I might have to just do that outside. Hopefully the wolf is gone. Alright, he's over there. Good, good. Right, I'm gonna start a fire. I don't mean to crouch. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. This will keep the wolf away. If he comes over here, he'll run because of the fire. Especially on easier difficulties, he won't come anywhere near.
Fire. Come on.
Here I am trying to sound like an expert at this game, and I almost fell off a cliff at the beginning of stream. Ugh, I try my best. Right, well, let's go in. I'm gonna try and find some sticks and shit. Some weird noises happening in this game. I think it's just the dam. From where, good sir? I am not close enough to you for that to have gotten you. Well, I mean, I guess I'll try and break down this crate for some wood. Or chair, rather. Let's get this.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
5 minutes until boiled, not bad. Probably need more than that, though. Okay, sun is going down, but I'll be able to get into the dam with no problem, so we'll do that before the sun goes down. Do a little bit of looting on the way. I heard, apparently, that... I say apparently because I actually haven't been into the dam that much since then, but there used to be a resident that lived in the dam. It was a little wolf, which was known affectionately as Fluffy. And apparently she was in there every single time you went in there. Like, you always had to be careful of her. But I don't know if they completely removed her, or if she's only in there now, like, every so often. I kind of hope she's there, though, because of all the wolves in the game, Fluffy is the one we love. Right, I do need to do something while that melts, though, because otherwise I'm going to be standing here for a while. So let's go grab this chair. Then we'll take everything that we need from the fire. Probably take a brand if I have enough. 11 minutes till boiled. 14 minutes. If I add 1 stick, that should keep it going long enough to get that and take a torch with us. The wolfie is over there. I really want the mushrooms that are over here.
Meat trees?
Really? Oh, he's fucking running. Bro's after me. I'm just gonna be here. Is Fluffy wild? Yeah, it's like... I think the story is that she was like a wild wolf that got into the dam and she just kind of lives in there. I don't really know how she hunts because... Honestly, I don't really know how she got in, but... Whoa! Hello! Okay. That was unexpected. It did not care about the fire. Cool.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, I need to go and fix myself because that fucking hurt. When my heart rate just tripled as well, I was not expecting that to happen. Yes, so he just sprained my wrist. Thank you very much. That's perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Damn it. Well, at least we have things. It wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. Okay, good. Yeah, the alternative was 2 hours of rest, which wouldn't have been too bad, but yeah, that really caught me off guard. I didn't think that was going to happen, to be completely honest with you. Hopefully, though, that means it's gone and won't come back. I also have forgotten to be updating my map. Huh. I wonder if we can go get the mushrooms now. 2 hour rest for an entire sprain. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Just like wrap it up in a bandage and go to sleep. And there you go. It's all done. I think the longest time that I have been incapacitated in this game, though, was the one time I discovered that there were moose in this game, and I did not know how vicious they were. It literally broked. I swear to God, English is my first language. It broke 3 of my ribs, and I could not do anything. Like, I couldn't run for the longest time. It was like 110 in-game hours of rest, which, considering it's 2 hours for a sprain, 110 is just... Oh, hang on. Yeah, yeah, life. If you're around, quotes should be enabled now. So, can I even get in here? Oh yeah, I just have to open the gate. For a moment, I completely forgot. There it is. Yeah, I don't think there's really any lootables in this area. There's like a lot of wood, which is great, but also I'm kind of not in a position to do that at the moment. I also can't sprint because of that fucking wolf, so we're just gonna go inside. I heard revenge. Yes, indeed. Now that they are actually working, I think I added the one from last time when someone tried to add one and it didn't work. I think that one went in. I team up with Tazzy against live, I do. Speaking of, I'm not doing anything. That's not the sound of me typing at all. Wahaha. Speaking of, ganging up on your life, get loved on. Oi! Yeah, I think I need to add the one for May as well. But yes, go and check out. I mean, I'm sure everybody that's here probably knows Life because she's a bestie and we love Life here. We love Life, Life, love. That was a sentence that did not make sense in my brain for a second. But yes, absolutely go and check out Life. She is phenomenal, wonderful, wonderful human being. I don't know what happened, but I believe yes is correct. Absolutely, Tazzy. Yes, you are allowed to be loved on Life. I only fight back in yours because, you know, love is hard to accept sometimes, but we're allowed to love you here because we do. Never heard of Life. First time seeing her. Well, in that case, you should definitely go and check her out. Advertisement.
I'll take it.
A marine flare. Ooh. Do not want to use that one unless it's necessary. Plaid shirt, typical Canadian. The sounds in this dam are very interesting. You'll hear a lot of like creaking and random clanking metal sounds. Like this went through a massive overhaul at one point. Like they basically completely rebuilt the interior of the dam. And it is really fucking cool now. There's a lot of really good stuff to loot, so I'm pretty much, I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest of stream, is loot this place as much as we can and set it up so that next time we can basically just get straight out to where I want to go. My voice is kind of mad at me, mad for all of the talking that I'm doing while my throat still hurts, so I'm pretty much gonna loot this place. It's massive, so we might still be here for another half hour looting or so, but this is pretty much all I want to do this stream is set up so next time I can go and test my theory. Depending on how long it is before our next stream, I may end up looking it up in between, because if it's not the other end of the railroad, I might just end up wasting a whole bunch of time. So depending on how I feel before I next play this, I may end up just looking it up, because I do want to see the new stuff, and I was hoping I'd get there today, but it is not as easy, apparently. It's just, I'm gonna go to this place and look at it. We don't want to go down yet. You can access the VOD during the stream. You can also access the VOD after the stream. It would technically be the first clip, and I'm worried because I don't know which bit you're gonna clip. I've immediately forgotten everything that I said, so that'll be fun, seeing if you do that later. I thought there was a med box for a second. It's just the number 1.
Thank you.
Do I save my boards? Are they available after stream? In theory, I think they're there for 3 days. And then they go. So you should be able to access it afterwards. I know I've loaded up my Twitch page before, and it started playing a VOD. So hopefully it'll be there later. But yeah, it only keeps it for a few days. That's why I download it. Like, as soon as I leave stream today, I'll download it so I can whack it onto YouTube. I can't run in here. God damn it. I'm so mad I'm catching a stream of yours after clipping is gone. Yeah, I was curious about that because I heard you talking about not being able to clip before. How come you can't? I am interested. I'm like nosy and prying. Oh, nice life. Yeah, I always kind of struggled to find it for a moment. Like, I always end up just clicking through the wrong options. Oh, did the shout out not show for you? Interesting. That is good to know then, at least. Because if that doesn't show up for you, then I will remember, because I think I still have the other shout out command, so I can use that one as well.
Hope nobody needs this.
That's really
anymore.
unfortunate that they just disappear for you. Do not need another pry bar. Oh, you think it's maybe a browser? Yeah. Hopefully it's... Oh yeah, I forgot I can take all this water. Yeah, it's really gross, but in this game you can take the toilet water to drink. I forgot where my train of thought was going. Hopefully it wasn't anything important. I was saying... stop finding scrap metal. I do not need that. I am so very heavy though, so I need to go and leave some of this stuff at the entrance. It is taking me 10 years to get through this little area. In this cold, all germs are dead. Yeah. If I was a germ in this cold, I would immediately just expire. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, hoarder confirmed. Let's drop some things that I do not need. Why the fuck do I have 4 liters of fuel on me? Only advantage to Canada. Oh, well, another advantage of Canada is that's where Jay lives. And we love Jay, so thank you, Canada, for giving us that lovely bean. Old-fashioned Parker. I'm going to drop that because I have 2 coats on already, and I don't think I need those. Work boots. They're warmer. Better wind protection. The water isn't great. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of similar enough that it doesn't matter too much. And more, haven't even more trail boots. Are these the ones I'm wearing? I don't think they are. No, I'm wearing the combat boots. Let's drop that. Let's try and get some of my weight down at least. This is ridiculous. 26 pieces of cloth. Probably don't need that many. Drop one of the spray cans. Okay, yeah, I might come and do some more inventory management off stream later. I think my throat is telling me it's almost time to say goodbye and log off. So I think if I'm going to come, well, I say if, I will come back to this save because this one not being on death to all mode means I might actually have a chance of getting through the Muskeg and exploring that way. And it would be nice to not die for a little while, so I'll probably come back to this save, so I'll do some management in between streams. But I think I might actually call that, and go and do some self-care, because that's very important. So, I'll tell you what, one thing I will do, actually, just to make sure the game saves, it is night time, so let's put that down. Well, that's the wrong category. It's not in the wheel, apparently, so I'm gonna eat this rancid piece of meat that we found. And I'm gonna go to sleep. And then we'll wake up in the morning, if I can find my bedroll. It was right there. Thank you. And we're gonna go to sleep. Wake up in the morning, it will save the game. And then we'll go and do the things. Fully rested, and it's pitch black. Fantastic, it's fine. The green meat, yeah. That was nasty looking, but we had to eat it. Wish you could set sleep timers on yourself. Yes, absolutely. Ugh. The amount of times like I have to set myself 3 alarms. The first one is just to wake me enough that I'll hear the second one, which wakes me wakes me up enough that when the third one goes off, my body's like, oh, I'm supposed to wake up to this. Like, if I don't have 3, I will, like, I have turned my alarms off in my sleep before and just been like, I know I set 3 of them. Why am I not awake yet? And it's because my sleep self has just decided I don't want to wake up right now, and it's actively shut off the alarm on my phone. I don't know how I do it all the time, but there we are. Right, let's hop over to this other screen for just chatting, just while we sign off and do the rest. Your alarm makes you do preset tasks before it'll go off. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that do like the maths ones. Like that would just be my worst nightmare, waking up and having to do equations to make it stop. That would be terrible. But having to do something active might actually be helpful. I might have to look into something like that. The color matching puzzle. Are you doing it in your sleep? That's kind of amazing, but also, yeah, if you're doing that as an alarm thing to wake up for, yeah, it's not great if you can do that asleep. Ooh, you can make one to scan barcodes. Interesting. Is that like an app that you have for that type of thing that you can just choose different things? Because I really fucking struggle to wake up in the mornings, and having something that kind of really makes me just, actually do something. Like I used to have, um, I think it was called the Sonos. We had a couple of those throughout the house, and I'd have one at the other end of my bedroom that would turn on music. Um, so sometimes it would be really loud, and I'd be like, I need that to shut off, and I'd have to get out of bed to do it. And other times it would start by like, I remember one day it woke me up to Andrew WK Party Hard, which, if you know that song, is an absolute fucking thrasher when you wake up and you're like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm awake and I'm dancing. Cool. Like head banging to Party Hard first thing in the morning. It's certainly a way to wake up. Called Can't Wake Up. Ooh, okay, I'll have a look at that. That might be really helpful to me. Thank you. Scan the barcodes. Told it not to go off until this got scanned in the morning. Oh, yeah, no, that's really cool. I'll definitely have a look into that. Um, right. Let me do the things. Um, let's see who's online right now. Let's see, who do we have? Also, if you guys have suggestions, while I'm looking at people to raid, if you have suggestions of anyone that you want to go to, let me know. We've only done one raid so far on this channel, and it's over to KMZ, and that was a recommendation, so I'm absolutely up for that because that was an absolutely fantastic suggestion. In uni, you pulled an all-nighter for a paper, and around 5:30 it was like heavy metal bagpipes. It went off every morning. That was the first time you're up to hear it. That's kind of amazing. But also, if heavy metal bagpipes don't wake you up, then yeah, that's a heavy sleeper. Oh, to be fair, like I'm very much the same. Like it takes me so long to go to sleep, but the second I'm under, I'm dead to the world. It's so hard to wake me up. In bed, been all bed in bed all day, but not necessarily asleep. Well, I mean, I'm not somebody who can sit there and say like, oh, you should go to sleep and get sleep when you can, because I can't ever get sleep when I can either. So we do what we have to. Yeah, let's see. So we've got JT double B is doing Need for Speed. Sounds like a good bit of fun. Crypto is over in Valheim. I don't know if it would be a bit weird to go over there, being this is like only my second raid, and I don't think I've ever spoken in his chat, but I know he's a very decent human, so that would be a good suggestion. Wagnus? Did I say that right? Papa Ada? Ooh, Papa. Absolutely. We love Papas. Kiss treats for raids. Oh my gosh, should we go and treat? Should we go and treat Ada? That sounds amazing right now. Like being able to go and oh, let's go say hello to a dog. So Wagnus, is that the way the name is spelled, or is there like an underscore or anything? And I'll make sure I copy that in correctly. Let's see. Oh, Okay, thank you. I'll copy that name in. Um, so yes, well, thank you everybody for coming along and hanging out and watching me fail to survive in the wilderness. Um, it kind of sucks that we didn't get to see too much of the new stuff today. Um, but that was purely because I was hoping to stumble upon it by chance. As I say, I might look into it in between and kind of figure out how to get to that sort of place. I do want to go and look at some of the more new stuff, but if, say, photo mode isn't here yet, finding the new areas, that's probably going to be what we'll do next time we play this game. At least we got to see the doe, though. She was beautiful. Regret nothing. Absolutely. Shouldn't regret anything. I didn't die. That is true. I didn't die. Do you ever get rescued in the game? No. So essentially, like, as long as you can still rest and stuff, like when I got mullered by that moose, I could still walk around enough, but you kind of have to just take care of yourself. But the second that you die, you're gone. That's it. Like, I don't know if there is a setting to respawn, but I think it is pretty much just the second you die, your save is over. You're trapped there forever. Pretty much, yeah. The story mode has some more, how can I say this without spoilers? More like exploration and following the way the characters arrive in Great Bear and how they're trying to like find a way out. I don't know if they get out by the end. The fifth episode isn't out yet, and that'll be the last one. So when the fifth episode's released, and they've had time to make sure all of the quality of life updates are done, I want to play the story. I really do. Like, it looks really, really good. But yeah, in terms of survival mode, it is literally just you spawn somewhere in the world in the sandbox mode, and you can choose where you go or you can do it random, and then it's just you have nothing but some basic clothes on your back. The harder the difficulty, the less stuff you have. And then it's just survive. And like I've seen some people do like there were some streams I've been in, which is like 100-day survival runs of like getting through, but like on Stalker mode, there's a harder level than that, but I've seen on Interloper people doing this. On Stalker mode, I have not lived longer than 6 days. So I don't think I'm going to be doing any Interloper 100-day saves anytime soon, but yeah, it is pretty much just find a way to make your tools, hunt the animals, and survive as long as you can. And if anybody is interested in the game but doesn't want the story, I don't know if it's a thing they have yet or if it's being introduced, but you can buy the game just survival mode on its own. So you don't have to have Wintermute, the story stuff. You can get just the sandbox. That might not be available yet. I think they may be introducing that, but I think it's like at a cheaper price than the base game. You can get that, but you won't have the story. So just food for thought for anybody interested in it. There's no hope of rescue and processed sugars again on Wi-Fi. You'd heat yourself. Yeah, yeah. I think I'd have to agree. Like, I love the idea of surviving out on like what you can get, and like I can be very good at being on my own for very long periods of time. Like in uni, I would go like 2 months without saying a single word out loud to anyone, and it didn't bother me. The thing that would get me would be that I do not have survival instincts. I'd immediately get out there and I would just crawl into a ball in the snow and just immediately pass away. And that would just, I would not survive out there. I didn't even make it through the first day with the tutorial. Yeah, like once you get to grips with the basic stuff, it becomes like okay to get there, but it is kind of a bit of a learning curve if you've never played before. I mean, I've been playing for a while and I still can't survive more than 6 days, so hope for the zombie apocalypse is other people seeing your value in the post-apocalyptic world and storing you somewhere with their children for the duration. Yeah, that's a great idea. Just be like, yeah, yeah, see, I can, yeah, though you want the children to survive, well, I can teach the children. Put me in a safe box somewhere, please. I'm like, I can learn all I can possibly learn from film and TV and watching YouTube survival videos. But the second I'm out there on my own and I don't have access to the Wi-Fi to watch the survival videos, I'm done. I'm dead. Outside has bugs and dirt and cold and hot. Yep, yep, yep. All of the above. The cold I deal better with, but the heat, no. I become a grade A asshole when I'm too hot. So I would not survive in a desert, sort of hot desert location. Oh, I would just be angry all the time, fueled by anger that actually might help me survive. Hmm. I, I don't know. Ah, yes. All right. Speaking of survival, though, my throat is dying, so I am going to head on over. I've just realized this whole time I also forgot to put pretzel on, so we could have had music, but it's too late now. We're gonna head off. So if anybody does not have, there we go. I was wondering if it was gonna work then. If anybody isn't on my Twitter or Instagram, I post there when I do new YouTube videos. At the moment on Instagram, I don't post when I'm going live on Twitch, but only because to do them I need to have pictures, and I'm too lazy to make a new picture each time. But yes, if you want to follow me on Twitter over there, it does post when I go live. And if you don't know my, wait, you're Jewish? I know. I saw that the second it was there, like emo Jew, and I was like, I mean, half of that is correct. Ugh. At some point, I don't know, like, if I have to be monetized to change that, but at some point I do want to try and change it to my actual name. I think I need to have a bigger channel for that, though. So speaking of a bigger channel, if you want to help me get out of the emo Jew URL status into my actual name, then please go follow me over on YouTube. I'm hoping to have a new video up soon, but as I say, I need to fix the audio. For some reason, it won't record it. But we'll figure it out. I'm gonna get a new video going at some point. Oh, I'll have to change that command so that can be used. Thank you, actually, Helen, for doing that because I didn't realize that was a mod only thing. I will fix that for next time. I appreciate that. But yes, let me figure out how to do this raid thing. Because I'm absolutely a pro streamer and I know how to do these things. There we go. So thank you everybody for being here. Hopefully this is okay. Good. I got really scared because the bar was going down so quickly. I was like, I'm not going to have a chance to say goodbye before it goes, but we have time. So yes, thank you everyone for being here. I will try and stream a little bit more often because once I get here, I always have a good time. It's just always that, oh, I don't know, I don't want to press the live button kind of feeling beforehand. So if I do go live next time, it will be either on Wednesday or on probably it won't be Sunday this week, obviously because of like Christmas things. So maybe I'll go live on Wednesday. We'll see. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, LGBT. Yeah, I need to figure a new one. Let me know if you have a good idea for that. But yes, we're gonna go over to Wagnus. Go and see the little papa. Give some treats. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. And I will see you next time.